Hi everybody, here's Galactic Man Larry again with another Marvel Legends review, and today we're gonna take a look at the Spider-Man Retro, I guess that's what I call this presentation, Marvel's Black Cat. And yeah, there's been, well, some people are like, where's my cleavage, you know? And I understand that. I also like that, but still, it doesn't. The lack of it doesn't make me dislike this figure. Even, it's really a plain black body with white boots and gloves and hair. It's very simple in terms of paint, and the only thing we got is like this very nice face sculpt, and the face deco is nice, but it's I really liked it when they announced this figure. The only thing is, I don't know if I will be able to show it on camera. In this copy, the eye here on the right is not well placed. Can you see the sculpt and how the eye is a bit like out of place? And this one is, both are in place, but I don't know, I have the feeling like they were like, I guess they like print them or something, like, I don't know how the process is, how the machine works, but something like got a bit pulled to the side. They're in place, but I don't know the word or how to say it, like they kind of expanded, the paint is not like compressed, or I don't know how to say, like it's also a bit like, well, something that happens when you use machines. But I decided I'm gonna open this one, and just to not keep that super long, I will do it off camera, and we'll continue in a minute. So there she is, Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat, and well, out of the packaging and striking a pose. Even though the figure is not the most, her articulation is a bit limited, she could really benefit from a double jointed elbow, a bit more diaphragm movement. It doesn't have that much the diaphragm. It doesn't have that much range, especially when it comes to the front. I like how she looks. In any case, I like the face sculpt. I'm starting to get used to the eyes from a distance, because that way I don't see like the paint issues that much. It wasn't terrible, but I'm very picky with the eyes of my figures, One thing I didn't mention before, we didn't say anything about the packaging. There's a a nice artwork of her jumping there. It says, what is it? Incluye y fue. Incluye gato y fuete. Y chicote. No, includes cat and whip, the two accessories. There you have another, this is like the packaging from the 90s, early 2000s, I think it's from late 90s, yeah. So, and her bio, it says like, Black Cat is the most confident, cunning burglar the world has ever seen. Donning a black costume and mask, high-res Felicia Hardy changes into her superhero persona and prowls the streets with Spider-Man at her side. Oh yes, with Spider-Man at her side. That's your cue, man. So, poof. I have in that pose, and yeah, I want to use that pose for some photo, and I just want I'm sorry that I won't put him in a normal standing position. So what does she come with? She comes with the Shaw, the cat here, which is all black, makes sense, with its green eyes, painted in a, the green is like metallic green. It's nice. It's nicer in hand as in the pictures, the product pictures. I mean, it has a cute little face, and well, and it's only in that pose. This paw here is like merged with the body, so it looks like he only has one. Well, if you pay attention, you see the other paw is there, and the tail is just a black cat, so more black plastic with almost no paint. And she has her whip, which has been there for a while. I think, I don't know if it's original from the previous black cat. I don't know when this whip mold started, because I started just like a year ago to collect more seriously. So I don't know where's the origin of this whip. I also have it with the Hellfire Club set. So it's my second copy of this whip, but this one is nicer. Like, it has at least a bit more color to it. The other one is all black, I guess. Anyway, there she can whip with her whip, and yeah, things are not sexualized at all. Anyway, there you have her. Let's zoom out a bit and go through articulation. Well, the cat's gonna be there. Let's take the whip out for a moment. Let's put it there. And yeah, first of all, the head, it's just on a ball, I guess. Let me see if there it is. It's on this, is this a ball peg? Just a ball, you know? The neck ends in a ball and the head pops on it. I mean, she has this very domina spiky collar here. It's a nice detail. I mean, if they add this thing and the whip and all, why didn't they give the cleavage? I don't know. It was just a little step further. The character is like that. I didn't create it. Come on. Well, like, I think the highlight of this figure is the head sculpt. But yeah, it's my first 6-inch black cat, so I just like having it. Well, her. Now she has the diaphragm joint, which goes, let me lift the camera a bit more. It goes that much to the front, which is not much, just really like, but really quite some to the back, you know. So there you have her. Maybe I'll try to stand to have her more like in a neutral position, so that you can actually see the range and all of that. So there she is in a more neutral position, and to the front is just like this, and to the back, yeah, much more, you know. Then we have the shoulders go up that much, so it's a good range. I mean, it's over 90, clearly over 90. The elbows just go, well, and of course they can go 360, you know. The elbows go like only, let's say, a bit over 45 degrees. I mean, it's not 90, but it's, yeah, it just from neutral, one click, and that's it. I mean, they're ratcheted, and yeah, you have one click to the front, and actually you can even move them a bit. No, I will leave it in, you know, in a vertical position, and to the front I wouldn't push it to the back, even if you see there's some, no, actually there has the stopper. Anyway, the elbow has the shape to stop it from further moving to the back. Anyway, then we have the waist. Both hands are vertical, and it's funny because I think in this specific figure, because of her claw like, well, she's the black cat, you know, and she, oh, sorry about that, she's gonna scratch, you know. Well, and the Sculpt has these nails, you know, so she would, I mean, this hand is for the whip, and it's good that it's a vertical hinge, but I think this one would have profited from a, you know, the other one. Doing it the other way, no one normally wants to have them, you know, because she's not wielding, well, she has the whip, but this hand is yeah, is like in a claw position, you know, it's not gonna grab any weapons with that hand. Anyway, then we have the nothing at the waist, then we have the hips, she can split that much. We have the thigh cut, you can go all the way around, but the figure is still quite stiff. Of course, I didn't say anything about the Sculpt. The Sculpt is all black. It looks a bit better in person because you get to see more detail. Let me increase the light. I mean, she's very voluptuous. How do you say? She has the curves, you know? And yeah, I mean, I'm always... that's always a good thing. I'm never against that, and I'm just saying that with no pervert intentions or something. I mean, it's a figure, but I like when they, yeah, when they look, let's say, sexy. And yeah, she has quite some presence in every direction. We have the knees, they're double jointed because of the Sculpt on her boots. Of course, the, you know, the fur thing, you cannot move her, I mean, that limits the movement, yeah, but it's good enough. And you have the ankle rocker. This one was very stiff when I took her. I won't be moving. I warmed it, I heated it, but it's getting stiff again. It's something I'm always like, oh, come on. The feet have quite some movement. I mean, quite some range to the back and also to the front. Like, it's still natural. I mean, I think that should be like the limit, and it's there. So that's it for the figure. I mean, it's quite a plain one, but it's yeah, I mean, I like the character, and she looks very good. And just to make some comparison, let's bring a mold mate. Well, at least the main body and the upper legs are the same. The boots are almost the same. I mean, the black cat has this thing which is exclusive to her. I mean, the boots, but the feet, the feet are the same. The boots, of course, are different, but the upper legs, I mean, the thighs and the, actually these are also, are not quite the same, are not the same. I mean, to this part is, I mean, the upper thigh, you know, above the cut is, I guess, the same or very similar, yeah. And the body, the torso itself is the same, I would say. The arms are different. I mean, Rogue has more range, I mean, more elbow, much more. She makes at least 90. Anyway, but what you get what I mean, that they share quite some features. Yeah, I think it's really the same Sculpt. I don't have thousands of these figures yet, so I don't, but I mean, it's, you get used, after a couple of figures you start seeing different, I mean, the same molds. Here we have Angela. Is it Angela or Angela? Angela, yeah, which is one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures, and in general I think she's just a great figure, and for the price. I mean, it's a $20 figure, or at least it was. And yeah, one of the best they have made, I would say. Well, for me at least, she's really one of the best. I'm just bringing some... Oh, hey, today I'm having a lot of accidents, I'm very sorry. Bringing some, you know, strong women to the picture. And Mokoro, which is, yeah, noticeably the smaller, like she's in another scale. Even if they're supposed to be the same scale, I don't know, she's quite tinier than the rest. I mean, Rainbow Mika still fits with them, but Mokoro or Motoko, I forgot. Yeah, Major Kusanagi is quite smaller, so I'm taking her out of the picture. And yeah, Spider-Man. So that was just for some comparison. I hope you could, well, this was useful for you to decide if you want the figure or not. She looks very nice. I would get it. I mean, I did actually 2 times. So yeah, I think you should get her, even if the articulation is not that amazing. It's a really nice looking figure. So I hope this will help you make your decision. Please leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I have a bit over 20 videos this far, and more are on their way. And well, see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.